Hello, friends, welcome to my channel. Here you'll find the most amazing facts about our incredible world. And today we're going to talk about a man who defied all odds, Timothy Dexter, the man who sold the future. He was born in 1747 in Malden, Massachusetts, USA. His life reads like an unbelievable story from the 18th century, but it is 100% real. He was born into poverty and had no formal education. He left school when he was 11 years old and was largely illiterate throughout his life. But this did not stop him from becoming one of the richest men of his time. He started his working life as a candlemaker, and then he began to invest in real estate. He purchased several buildings in Boston and began to rent them out. This provided him with enough income to fund his more unusual business ventures. One of his first big risks was selling bed warmers to the Caribbean. At the time, this product was not in high demand, but Dexter believed there was a market for it. To promote his product, he placed advertisements in newspapers across the Caribbean. And much to his surprise, he received numerous orders. The profits from these sales allowed him to expand his business and try even riskier ventures. Another one of his bizarre investments was shipping coal to Newcastle, England. At the time, England was a major consumer of coal, and Dexter thought he could make a fortune by exporting American coal. He placed advertisements in English newspapers offering to sell them coal to a discounted rate. The English were not interested. They thought it was a useless product and did not buy any. However, Dexter sold the coal to shipbuilders who used it to power their furnaces. He made a massive profit on the deal and his wealth began to grow rapidly. Another one of his weird business moves was selling warming pans. These were small metal trays that could be placed over a fire to warm up. The problem was that people also used them as weapons to hit other people with, but Dexter was not deterred. He continued to sell the warming pans and eventually they became so popular that people stopped using them as weapons. In total, Dexter made 3 fortunes during his lifetime. His first fortune was made by investing in real estate. His second fortune was made by selling useless products to the Caribbean and England. His third fortune was made by selling warming pans. It may seem strange that someone as poor as Dexter could become so wealthy, but it was not unheard of in the 18th century. There were many wealthy people who had made their money by selling useless products. For example, there was a man who made a fortune by selling people the right to hunt whales. Another man made a fortune by selling people the right to catch alligators. In 1802, Dexter published a book called A Pickle for the Knowing Ones. The book was famous for its lack of punctuation and was filled with stories about Dexter's wealth, power, and good looks. He wrote, "I am the greatest man that ever lived. I have more money than God. I can buy the whole world." He also gave advice on how to become rich and successful. In the introduction to the book, he wrote, "The way to get rich is to begin at the bottom. If you are poor, work hard and be frugal. If you are frugal and industrious, you will soon be rich." He was such a peculiar man that at one point he hung a sign outside his house that read, "This is the greatest man alive." He was also an eccentric man. He kept a pet alligator in his parlor and he would ride his horses backwards. He delighted in doing the most bizarre and shocking things just for the sake of it. He died in 1806 at the age of 59. He left the majority of his fortune to his children, but not before giving them some humorous instructions. He told them to divide his property equally among them. He also told them to allow his widow to keep her share of the property for life. And lastly, he told them to sell his house and all of its contents except for one thing. He told them to leave one warming pan in the house for the sole use of the widow. Today, Timothy Dexter is remembered as a symbol of luck, eccentricity, and audacious entrepreneurship. It is said that if you place a warming pan on your doorstep, good luck will come to you. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more amazing videos. See you next time.